Hey YouTube, this is Prometheus, guys, giving you more than the meta. So guys, once again, I want to go ahead and show you how I run my defense. This is an online game. This is playing a guy that's in the top 6,000. Probably a little bit over 400 or 500 games that he's played online. So this guy should know what he's doing, but I literally got a rage quit out of this guy before the at the end of the first half. So basically going to go ahead and just show you how I set up. I've been using the 49ers defense, which is a 43 defense. Nickel over is my base defense, and I run with the 49ers just because I know the roster, and it's got good, good setup. So set up my match. I also do conservative, and then I use base align. And then one of the base plays that I actually use when I'm setting things up is using cover 9 show 2. The reason I do this cover 9 show 2 play right here is because I want to have a hard flat that actually has run fit supports just in case he comes into a heavy set that's off to the left. Now usually I come out of cover 6 is my base play, so I've got a similar situation on the backside, so this allows me to be aggressive against the run if he comes into any kind of heavy sets. Another adjustment I'll do is I use the cover 3 hard flats. The reason I use this is for basically people that spam tight sets and use mesh. Mesh obviously is going to be a play where you're going to have those two crossing routes. You might have like a streak, you have that little hitch, but the most deadly thing is just that wheel route by the running back, and that opens up a lot of different things. So I found that using cover 3 hard flats takes care of that for me. And then the last play I use that really just doesn't get used online a lot is cover 4 palms. So we'll go into that as a base play. So I always come out of cover 6, and when I'm covering out of cover 6, I'm going to be using either the safety or this middle linebacker as my user. Now, as you can see, this running back's off to the left side, so a lot of times what I'll do is I'll take my defensive line and shift them off, so it makes it harder for the linebackers to actually go ahead and cover up blocks. And then now, because I'm using the over formation, I can rotate these linebackers down and actually provide another run fit for any kind of inside zones. Now, typically what I'll do is that if I do have a single wide receiver on this side and I've got like a bunch set or something like over here, I'll rotate these guys over and I might man this guy up, and I'll user this guy, and I'll watch for any kind of a route that's going to be coming over the middle of the field. And if a guy decides he wants to go and go with the flat, I'll let that happen. I can make an adjustment where I can drop a flat zone out there, but really my responsibility is to come down, cheat down the run, and then watch for any kind of routes that come over the middle of the field. You're going to see in this gameplay where that exactly what happened, and I'll be able to go and stop it. So you can see right here he goes with a little route right here, and like a little flat route. He only picks up 3 yards, and for most players, they don't have the patience to dink and dunk for 3 yards every single play. So he went into an RPO, and that's how that thing worked out right there with the RPO. And I think what I'm doing right now is I'm setting up my last audible, which was the palms audible, and for some reason I'm just like doing I didn't have that set up correctly. So comes out of gun doubles, Y flex. I'm still going to be right here into cover 6, bunch up my guys. I think I might just jump into palms. If I don't really know what my opponent's going to do, I'm going to jump into cover 4 palms. He goes with a read option play right here. And he's able to pick up some pretty good yards. Now I had conservative, so you usually have my defensive line attacking that type of stuff, but he gets himself a nice run with the read option, taking out this quarterback. Now, anytime I see bunch sets like this, there's a couple different adjustments, but he just kind of quick snapped me with a run. Another inside run. The Buffalo Bills running game is a lot better than it looks on paper. So I'm surprised that more people don't really run the ball more efficiently with the Buffalo Bills. So right here he goes with another run again. I actually get a nice little whiff block or block shot on my side. I just pinched up the line, put him in a 3rd and 13 situation. Huddles. And I think, what did I do? Usually if he no huddles and I don't really have any kind of a plan, I'll jump into cover 4 palms. But here's another adjustment I like to do. Cover 3 basically stops any kind of mesh concept. So if he goes with his guys like this guy comes over here, and maybe he's got a corner route over here, he'll take that running back and go like that. What cover 3 hard flats will actually go ahead and make those routes and those route regressions very difficult. Now, one of the things I do the bait my opponent is I'll take this guy, put him in a deep third, and I'm going to come down and play into the box. If he tries to streak or do some type of a post, these deep blues are going to pick this up. I've gotten numerous interceptions with this guy using this setup. So you're going to see me come down into the box. Gives me a little bit better run fits, but you can see this is pretty much almost like a mesh concept he's got going on right here, and I'm able to go ahead and get a tackle and put him into a 3rd and 6 situation. So now, every time I have a 3rd and long situation, I'm going to start using dollar defense. I'm going to go to the double safety go and then audible into this figure play. I don't know if I have this set up. I'm probably going to start working on setting this up in this gameplay, but I'm waiting for him to come out into some type of formation where he's going to be passing the ball, and the double safety go is going to be the way that he does. But actually, look what he does. He does single back wing pair. So I'm going to jump out because that is not a good defense against a run. And I'm going to go ahead and jump into cover 6 as my base, and then I have cover 9 to go ahead and flip into. So we're going to jump into cover 6. And here's the adjustment I'll do. I'll take my defensive line. I'm going to shift these guys over so I don't give the offensive line leverage to be able to seal me out. And then I'll take this. Typically, if I get time, I'm going to move that guy over with the defense. And then my responsibility is to go ahead and look for any kind of routes that like kind of go over the middle of the field. So actually this should be cover 6. I'm actually in cover 9, which was actually, no, okay, now I'm in cover 6 again. So you see the shifts right there. This guy is in a deep third, so if he runs me off, I want to be able to go ahead and have this guy going deep for me. And right here, you could see this guy's carrying. We've got matching principles. I've got a safety that's going to split the difference between the two. This guy's going deep. The smart read in this play is the running back, but I want to let you know I've got a flat defender that might be able to jump a route or at least knock it out. So I still have to carry with this route. This is my pass responsibility. And what he did is he threw it right to my dude. Usually, sometimes I feel obligated to peel off, but I decided to carry to the sideline, and I'm able to go to get my first interception. I got this guy. So, it was one of those type of situations where I got myself a turnover, and I was able to get the ball back. So, right here, once again, this is a tight set. So I'm always worried about that mesh concept because it's a quick snapper's dream. It's a hard play to stop. You know, those are the type of things that you want to be conscious of. So I'm going to go into cover 3. He jumps into a screen play, which is a good call. I usually don't run my defenses to be prepared for screens, but he's able to get a 4th and 12 or 6-yard gainer on that. No huddles. So that's one of the good things about actually having your defense set up right away. Is if your guy got no huddles, you can jump into plays to be able to basically adjust him. And then I always can jump into cover 4 palms if I don't really know what to do with him. Right here, he goes into that mesh concept, but I get him a nice little block knockout animation, put him into a 3rd and 4. And now he goes and split close. I really don't know what to do against this defense, so I go ahead and jump into cover 4 palms, or I jump into cover 6. And then I'm going to use this guy right here. So he's going to play, a deep area. I've got myself this concept, which is basically a cover 2 concept off the side. And I'm just going to play over the middle of the field to see what he does. And I keep it contained just because you're going against, Buffalo Bills, and the quarterback can run. And he actually throws right there. I don't get an awareness animation with my defender. He throws right with the digs, and he's able to get a play right there. So set it up once again, same type of set. This time I have my guy off and actually goes into an option play, and because I have conservative on, I get a tackle, get him to a 2nd and 15. So now 2nd and 15 situation jumps into a glitch play. Now usually when I see these tight formations, what I like to do is a lot of times what happens is you've got crossing routes like so, and then you might have some underneath stuff which will be like drags or outs or stuff like that. So what I like to do is I like to match these guys up, and then I'm going to play these guys in the box. Sometimes I'll do hard flats just to get people down to the flats, but since this is the first time he's gone into this formation, I want to see what he likes to do with it. So I take away the common plays. I got myself some deep support. The only place that's open would be over the middle of the field, but I've got the deep threats manned up, so they're going to carry over the middle of the field. And right here, I put a extra hard flat out here because he's got a third wide receiver. So I drop a hard flat out here just in case that he does some type of a wheel or some type of an out that's gonna carry for me and actually cover that up. So the weakness of this defense is essentially going to be over here, and then it's essentially over the middle of the field if he streaks things up. But that's all right. I'm looking for those inside wide receivers, and he does one of those RPO plays. But fortunately for me, even though he got himself a lucky play right there, his guy was offsides, and I actually get him in a situation where he's in 2nd and 20. So now I'm actually getting kind of excited with the way this is setting up with this defense. I go back into cover 3 because I've got these tight formations. And I'm just going to play underneath. I don't have to hook curl my guy. That's just kind of my preference. I just want to see my art. And then I drop a 3 rec underneath. It probably should just be a spy underneath, because you can see the 3 rec went for the running back. And right here actually tries to throw into a passing lane. And because I've got that deep middle and I've got a really good defensive player, he is able to knock that out in the middle of the field and put him in a 3rd and 12 or a 3rd and 20 situation. So now in this type of situation, it's a completely a passing situation. I'm going to go with the double safeties go, and I'm going to go ahead and jump into the free safety zone blitz play. Essentially is what I'm going to work with. So he comes out of empty, just as I expected. And then I actually inadvertently switched up my defense. I actually went into cover 4 defense, or basically, yeah, it looks like no, it's a cover 3 defense. And right here, I'm matching up. He actually throws into a corner. Actually had leverage on the inside defender, but that outside defender is just sitting there waiting for the pick. So I get another interception against him. So he's in panic mode right now. I'm up 14-0. He's about 41 seconds left. He goes into the normal Y off close. And I'm just going to stay with my cover 6. I always stay with cover 6, and I kind of adjust out of it. Let's see what we do here. I go ahead and go into cover 4 palms. So when I see doubles, I do cover 4 palms. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll take these outside defenders and put these into deep thirds, because if there's a smash concept like so, this guy will come down, and I actually will give him window right there. So that's why I like to do the deep thirds. So those are my last adjustments I like to set up, and I do a cubic contain just in case he wants to run out. And my responsibility is the third wide is going to be the third guy. So really, I'm looking for anything that's kind of coming over the middle of the field is my responsibility. And right here actually throws into my extra safety. My extra safety right here was just playing. He was playing kind of a doubles formation. He throws right into it. And as a result, I get another interception, get the ball down to the red zone, and actually punch it in for going up 21-0 or 20-0, and he quits out. So once again, guys, thank you for your support. If you want to see the offense I'm running, which I'm having really good success with, go to my Patreon. You can get full access. I'll be writing up an ebook pretty quick. It's a really exciting offense for me. I find it's really easy for me to move the ball effectively up and down the field, and I find some really great plays in it. So thank you for support, guys. Until next time.